Okay, so today is December 12th, 2020. It is 2 p.m. right now, and there was an update about 10 hours ago to Phantom Forces. This was the Christmas update, and they added some new stuff, except this does not cover it all, so I'm gonna try and summarize this as quickly as I can. Now, the usual caveats with me trying to summarize this as quickly as I can do pop up. I won't go into as much detail, I won't really talk about the new guns as much, I won't talk about new attachments nearly as much, but this video is for those who, maybe don't have enough time to go out and really experiment with these. So, I've got 4 new weapons, they're all Korean, they all start with KG, I wonder why. So you have a K2, K1A, K7, and K14. Personally, my favorite is the K2, which is an assault rifle. So K2, assault rifle, K1A, carbine, K7, PEDW, personal defense weapon, K14 is a sniper. Now the K14 is the highest ranked one. Doesn't mean it's really good, in fact I would much rather use the TRG over it, but that's not what we're here to discuss. The frag is now a Christmas ornament. There's new melee weapons, I'm not really going to be going over there's one new attachment, it's burst for the MP5 series, so that's like MP5, MP5SD, MP5K, MP510, but it doesn't include the MP10. It's not really worth trying if I'm being honest. The spawn algorithm was tweaked. Hey gamers, Ian here. So in my big dumb stupid haste, I kind of forgot to mention the new Hardpoint game mode. So basically what Hardpoint is it's King of the Hill, except it's basically constantly moving. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's a new holiday case, there's a bunch of holiday maps. These, I don't really like any of these. I don't really like the night version of this, because if you have your textures disabled, which I do, everything just looks white and you can't really discern a difference. And then there's a bunch of weapon changes. AUG A1 and A3 got new conversions. A lot of snipers got a buff, as you can see. Executioner got an aim speed buff. The entire G36 series got a 300 blackout conversion, so you can convert your G36 to fire honey badger rounds. And now the HK416 got a reload buff, so instead of 2.5 seconds for a tactical reload, it's 2.3. Instead of 3.2 for an empty reload, it's 2.9. So that's actually pretty good. On the MG3 KWS, the heavy bolt will no longer affect the recoil, just lowers. I don't even remember what it does apart from affecting a recoil. Mosin 8mm technically got a nerf, I guess. I don't know, I haven't really used it. PPSH, the Obra's barrel got a nerf. Scar PDW got a nerf. Spaz 12 got a major buff. So now the choke is, or the stock choke is 2.4. And if you're using pump action, which there's an attachment in the auxiliary attachments that is pump action, and it makes your weapon go from semi-automatic to pump action, and your choke will now be 2.1 instead of 2.32, which means that the Spaz 12 is way more effective. I saw Oscar made a video on it. TRG got a buff, WA2000 got a buff. That's pretty much it. There's a bunch of melee buffs, but I don't really care about those. And then certain firearms, if you use 223 Remington, or I don't know why it says 222 here on the change log, you get an extended magazine. So the ones that I noticed this on were the L86, LSW, and the M16A3 and the M4A1. However, I didn't know it applied to the K1A, K2, L86 LSW, M16A3, M16A4, M231, M4, M4A1, and the Scar PDW. I didn't know it applied to that many, but it just did. And then both of the Malcolm scopes got a rework, or a sort of like reticle customization fix. I didn't really notice an issue with it. But now barrels can increase your max damage range, so apparently they increase it by 10% for ARs, 8% for pistols, and 6.5% for shotguns. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Not that you would want to use it on shotguns, because that's going to be an absolute shit show. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I tried to kind of go through as quickly as I could. Alright.